Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy New Year's from everyone here at the Ellis Network and myself. It's been a very interesting year here in 2017 between the election of President J. Trump to office, which a lot of people didn't think was going to happen. We also seen the fail corruption government actually starting to take a toll on everyone else. Sex scandals has plagued 2017. Earthquakes has plagued 2017. Wildfires has plagued 2017. So as we sit back and we reflect on this year and what we wish for next year, everyone's out there making their New Year's resolutions. We see a lot of people nowadays, make these resolutions and then in fact go back on them. Hell, I'm guilty of it too. But I just want to say to you guys real quick. This isn't going to be a very long video. Happy New Year's, everybody. Now you guys know within the last we haven't been here a full year. This is the first time here at the Ellis Network that we together are going to bring in a new year. So this is something that's new to me. Most of you guys that subscribe to my channel, I only got 120 of you guys as of right now, but that's fine. Again, we just started this network probably up in April, and it's one hell of a ride. I'm enjoying it. Now, don't get me wrong, I have my trolls. As you guys could see in one of my videos last week, or yesterday, I'm sorry. And then we go back and we look at, in the past, you guys, on any form of social media, you're going to have trolls. And then when you go to look at these profiles, you can tell they're fake profiles, and just, social media itself is becoming a propaganda tool. One day I woke up and said, you know what, there's something that I got to do. I felt like there was something that I needed to do. We go through our whole lives, questioning, what's the purpose. And I have no doubt have went through the same trials and tribulations as well. Most of my really close friends and my family, they know me. I suffer from depression, bipolar. I'm medically depressed. I take medication daily. Back when I was 24, I tried to kill myself over depression. And thankfully, I manned up, and I was already at the bottom of the pole and said, you know what, got to keep going. This isn't me. So I was already at rock bottom and I had nowhere else to go. So they asked if I wanted to go to the hospital and stay voluntarily, and I volunteered to do it. And I'll tell you what, it's one of the best decisions that I feel like I've made for myself, not only for myself, but for my family. My family was very young at that point. I didn't have my son. I didn't have my youngest daughter. I just had my oldest, and she was only 6 months at the time. And me and her mother, we wasn't together at that time as well. We was 5 states away. I was living in South Carolina. She was still up here in Ohio. So I was dealing with my firstborn child being born. I had a drug addiction. I was addicted to cocaine, crystal meth. There was even nights where I was mixing both of them. And I got to be honest, I'm glad I'm not doing that stuff today. The stuff today is just, it's killing people. And also, I'm glad that I'm not doing it today as well, is because who knows what I would have been doing. I have a very addictive personality when it comes to substances. So, I've been sober for roughly about, see, I was 24, I'm 32, 8 years, 9 years now. And, as we're bringing in the 2018 year, I don't think of what everything happened in 2017. I look at everything that has happened in my life to this point. And people question me all the time, why do you do your network? And again, I don't know. I woke up one morning and felt like that this was something that I needed to do. Something inside me just told me, you know what, you need to get on. You need to do something. Sitting around just listening to other people talk, you see the way the world is nowadays. Everyone's out there looking for truth. Everyone's out there looking for answers. And so many people out there are spreading so many fake truths, so many fake answers. And no one knows how to do the research themselves. No one knows how to, come up with their own opinions and their own thoughts. They just want to sit there and whatever the news on the TV tells you is what it is. And we've clearly seen just throughout this year alone of how unbiased mainstream media is. But again, like I said, we look back. I look back at my whole life, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for having the opportunity to wake up one day and say I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and that's what it was. I woke up one day. I was 21. I was living in Ashtabula County, and I get it. There was a lot more people out there that's way worse than me. Living in shelters, and I don't have any victory story like that. My victory story was, in fact, that I was able to wake up and have that thought in my mind that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I did something about it. I called my family down in South Carolina that I'd known that had substance abuse, and I asked for their opinions. And they've offered to open up their doors to me, have me and my girlfriend at the time, which is my wife and my children's mother, moved down there. And then within a year, we broke up. She moved back. Hey, guess what? We was together for 6 years, not a child. Not even a week later after she moves back, hey, guess what? I'm pregnant. So, there was that whole thing. And then plus, I was self-medicating with substances, like I said, cocaine, crystal meth, marijuana. And it just led me to a really dark corner, a dark room, I shall say. And that's basically where I lived at. I lived in a dark room with depression. We all know South Carolina. For anyone that lives in South Carolina, you guys know sunny skies, blue skies. It could be sunny, it could be blue all day, and just still 80, 90-degree weather, and I'd be locked in my room, questioning myself why. Why do they get to be happy? Why do they get to smile? And what did I do? I really started becoming angry. I started becoming angry at God for making me like this. Also, I was dealing with the fact of my firstborn child, 5 states away and all that. But they always say, guys, there's a silver lining in every problem. And when you take something out of the bad and you bring it back out to the light, it may look broken and fragile, but it's repaired and it's stronger than ever. So again, guys, I woke up one day and I got into, I've always paid attention before President Trump, years before President Trump, even talked about running. I've always turned on CNN. I always turned on, Fox News. Excuse me. And I've sat there and I've watched, I watched the coup inside Turkey happening. I watched the protesting in Baltimore, all live as it was going on. And I really stuck with CNN for the longest time for my news. And then I started veering away when President Trump's coming out. And I started, mainly going to YouTube. And YouTube wasn't just for news. I got into a bunch of conspiracy theories too. I really started questioning what if. I guess in our terms, they would come up and say that we're awake. We're no longer sleeping sheep. We question everything. We want to know what's the truth. And it's a journey. Finding the truth is a journey. You're going to meet some good people along the way. You're going to meet some haters along the way, which, of course, again, like I said, we have trolls. If you guys are a social media personality, you can guarantee you're going to have a lot of hate on your stuff. I mean, even here on the Ellis Network, I only got 120 of you guys, but trolling is starting to become irrelevant to us. So, normally I'm not going to spend time talking about them. I'm not even going to give them the 15 minutes of fame, except this one video. I just want to say, regardless of your opinions, I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm not telling you that, you spent 10 minutes listening to me and F you if you don't agree with what I say. But you know what? At the same time, if you're just going to get on to be ignorant about some stupid shit, then just keep scrolling. It's that simple. But, everyone wants to be a keyboard warrior. Everyone wants to act like they're the king of the world in their own world. Well, I guess that's a sense when you're on your social media. You could be anyone you want. But anyways, guys, really quick, I just want to say Happy New Year's to you guys. I'm very thankful for all of you guys that listen, take the time out to my subscribers. I would like to give a very special shout out and a Happy New Year to my family, my mom, my dad, my mother. She's one of my biggest supporters over here at the Ellis Network. Same as my wife. If it wasn't for my wife and the support that I get from her, I really wouldn't have been able to do this. Now, I could have kept it, very simple with, doing it off the phones and, reading like the very beginning of what we did over here at the Ellis Network. Um, but no, she went out far and above and beyond, and she picked up a new laptop. She got everything, ready for me. When I'm ready to get on recording, she's out in the living room and she's making sure the kids are quiet. She really helps give me my space. And then I got to give it to my children as well for being here. They're my rocks. Um, but anyways, really quick, guys, as we go into 2018, I want you guys to know that there is a heightened security risk. So far, we know that terrorist attacks has been happening around the holiday seasons. Manhattan has seen several of them this year alone. We know that Manhattan, New York City Police Department, they are in heightened alert. Every corner, every nook and cranny of that city is being checked for the festivities going on tonight. Okay. Denver, last night, Denver police, they ended up reporting to a domestic disturbance in a apartment complex, and there was a shootout with police officers. Multiple officers are shot and injured. One police officer has lost his life. Now, I don't know if they caught the suspect or not. Last time I read it, it was a couple hours ago that the suspect was still at large. I haven't read the updated article to you guys. Another thing I want to bring out to you guys is that in Houston, Texas today, police officers had apprehended a suspect that was in a hotel with shotguns, AR rifles, pistols, and ammunition as well. So as you guys are going out having fun, listen, don't live your life in fear. Okay, that's what these people want. Go out, live your life, everyone, have fun, stay safe, pay attention to your surroundings. Don't drink and drive if you don't have to. Call somebody, an Uber. Hell, even your own grandmother, if that's what you have to do. I'm pretty sure they'd probably be a little upset having to come out, but they're probably glad that you're safe anyways. So anyways, guys, keep your loved ones safe. And over here at 2018 for the Ellis Network, we got big plans. As you guys can see, we're doing things a little different here. I just want to let you guys know that we're going to keep on keeping on. Come April will be our first official year over here at the Ellis Network, so I appreciate the support from every single one of you guys. Our subscriber list is growing, and it's growing at a good enough speed to where I'm comfortable with it. I'm not too upset with it. I'd rather have 120 subscribers, that agree with the truth than me speaking conspiracy theories and lies to you guys and lying to the public. So again, guys, everyone stay safe. Look at your friends, your families. Thank them for being around for 2017 and wish them for a better 2018, just like I do for you guys. All right, you guys have a good night. Stay safe and Happy New Year's.